We're trying for baby number 3. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, my name is Anna. I have a 3-year-old boy named Kaz, a 1-year-old boy named Arrow, and unfortunately I miscarried what would have been my 3rd baby in October of 2020. And now we are once again trying for baby number 3. I miscarried my 3rd, which we decided to name Avi, when I was 10 weeks gestation, and that was just about 3 months ago, like right about exactly 3 months ago. And we decided basically right away that we wanted to try again, even though the miscarriage has been really traumatic, and I don't know that, I don't want to get too much into that, but I'm still dealing with the grief and everything associated with that. A lot of feelings and anxiety and a lot of stuff I'm dealing with. But anyways, I'm not getting into that right now. Today we are talking about us trying for baby number 3. So like I said, we did decide right away, pretty soon after the miscarriage, that we wanted to try again. So we have now been trying, this is our 3rd month trying. Obviously I have not gotten pregnant yet, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. But we are excited because we're ready to have our 3rd baby. And yeah, so anyways, I'm going to tell you guys all about that today. Trying for another baby after miscarrying is really scary, but also it's kind of something that really has been keeping me hopeful and excited for something, and not just only sad about the baby that I lost. And I don't want to focus on my sadness and everything that I didn't get and let that consume me. And I feel like for a little bit I sort of did let that consume me. And once we decided that we were trying for baby number 3, it's something that has helped me focus my mind and my emotions on the future and something else, and be hopeful. Although of course that, like I said, that comes with its own whole thing. I don't know how to explain it. Its own baggage of emotions and fear, and you know, of course, I don't think that after you have a miscarriage you can really go back to seeing a pregnancy the same, because now you know what can happen, and what you now you know that things can go wrong. I did have, if you guys haven't seen my birth stories with my 1st and 2nd son, I will make sure to link those in the description below. But both of their births for me were pretty traumatic. So going into my 3rd pregnancy, I was already kind of scared of the birth process. And at no point did I ever think that miscarriage was even a possibility. So that took me completely by surprise. Now that we are trying after miscarrying, I now have that fear on top of the fear of birth. So, but all of that fear really is nothing compared to how amazing it is to have kids and to have another baby and to be able to give another sibling to my little boys. And most likely this would be our last baby. I am 34 years old, and I don't necessarily want to wait years and years. And I feel like this is kind of our last chance, maybe, for what our plan is to have our babies, or what our plan always has been, is to have our babies really close in age. They can grow up together, always be really close. And then we waited for a long time to start trying, and then once we did start trying, it took us a long time to get pregnant with our 1st. And so we didn't really start in our early 20s. We didn't start in our mid-20s. Or our late 20s. We started having babies in our 30s, and that that adds to wanting to have them close together and not wanting to wait years and years to have another baby. So that's why we're trying now. My cycles after my miscarriage have been, I guess what you would call normal in length. They have not been like really long or extra short or anything in comparison to what they used to be before. What they used to be before. The main difference that I have noticed is that my cramping is a lot more intense. I don't know if that is because I had a DNC when I had my miscarriage, or if it's still just my hormones trying to normalize after losing my baby. After having my first two sons, my cramps were basically gone. I didn't have any cramps. I had horrible cramps my whole life. Then I had kids, and then I didn't have any more cramps. Then I lost my baby, and now my periods are back the way they used to be, really painful, which has been kind of annoying. And on top of that, that adds to like all the emotional things that I have been feeling with trying to have a baby after miscarrying, and that is, you know, like remembering the pain. Anyways, again, I'm not gonna get into that. So like I mentioned, we have been trying now for 3 months. This is our 3rd month trying, and I was basically using the same methods that I used with trying to get pregnant with my other babies, which is all very like natural-ish planning. I was checking my CM, which is cervical mucus. I have been, of course, going by my dates and paying attention really closely to the signs that my body has been giving me for ovulation. And since it hasn't happened for a couple months already, I decided to buy ovulation test, which I got the Easy at Home test. I have been using I used the Easy at Home ovulation test back when I was trying to get pregnant with my first, and I have been using the Easy at Home pregnancy tests for years, and they work amazing. I absolutely love them. Excuse the the destroyedness of this box. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm trying to get it to focus. It's all destroyed. My 1-year-old was playing with all my ovulation tests the other day. But anyway, so I decided to start using ovulation test. I did that this month. I got a very, very clear, fast spike of, what is it called? The LH hormone? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'll write it somewhere on the screen if that's not right. But there's, I guess, different ways that your LH hormone can like spike during your cycle. It can like slowly go up, and then you have like a peak, and then it drops down, or you could just have it like be negative, and then it like randomly spikes up and then goes down really quickly after that. That is the case for me, or that was the case for me this month. I had a very clear, very dark spike only once. I was testing twice a day, and then by the time that I tested the second time, it was definitely like gone. So I got a pretty good idea of when I ovulated, or when my spike went up, and soon thereafter I ovulated, and that was on cycle day 14 this month. And so I'm assuming that I either ovulated later on cycle day 14 or beginning of the day, cycle day 15. So right now I am 7 days DPO, which is days past ovulation, and hoping for the best. The one thing that I must say is that I am not going to be testing early, so I am definitely waiting until cycle day 28. My cycles are really regular, and they are basically always 28 days, and so I'm not going to be testing any day before that. I have tested 1 or 2 days before that in the past, and I just end up getting disappointed, but then also like being hopeful and then having it not be it. And I don't know, I don't think that it's necessary, even though the waiting is torture. but I'd rather just wait, and I'd rather just wait because, like I said, my cycles are usually so exact that usually I will have my period first thing in the morning on cycle day 28. So if I'm just waiting to test on cycle day 28 and I wake up and I get my period, then I don't have to test at all. And then that's just, you know, the surprise, and I don't get like negatives that I, you know, was hoping would be positives and all of that. So I'm not going to be testing early. I'm going to be testing on cycle day 28 and hoping for the best. And I want to keep sort of video journaling and talking to you guys about the process of trying to conceive for a third. With my last 2 pregnancies, I did get pregnant the first month that we tried, and I was really hoping that it would be that easy again, but it's not, and it reminds me again of having fertility issues before I got pregnant with my first, and how that felt every month. And Of course, when you're trying to have a baby, everyone around you gets pregnant, and that is hard too. So of course everyone's getting pregnant right now, which congratulations to all of you that are pregnant right now. I will be there soon, I know I will. So anyways, I think that's all I had to say. I might have just rambled on for way too long. Sorry if this video was all over the place. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. I wanted to talk a little bit about what it's been like for me to try and have another baby after losing one. And it has been really hard. And if you're going through it and you need someone to talk to, reach out. Let me know in the comments down below. I will reach out to you, or you can contact me privately on Instagram, and I will be happy to talk to you. I know how hard this whole process of healing after losing a baby can be, and I am going to therapy, and I have friends and family and my husband that have been extremely supportive, and that helps a lot. So I feel like I'm I don't know, today I feel like I'm doing okay, but of course there's days when I'm not. There's days when I'm really sad, and I feel like out of control with my emotions, and that's normal when you're grieving and when you're grieving your child. So anyways, you're not alone if you're going through it. Reach out if you need help. I would be so happy to chat with anybody that wants to chat. And yeah, so I don't know what else I've got to ramble on about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video wasn't too crazy and all over the place. And if you are going through a TTC journey, trying to conceive, and you have any tips for me, then definitely leave them in the comments down below. I hope that on a very soon video, I could be announcing that I have a positive pregnancy test. But in the meantime, I will keep you guys posted on the journey. And yeah, that's it. That's all I had to say. I'm done rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that you don't miss any of our videos. And I hope you have a wonderful day. We will see you on the next one. Bye.